Hello, today is Wednesday, September 13th, 2017. I'm Sharon Dingus, and I'm here to share with you another ray of light. I'm coming to you from Acres for Art and Enlightenment, home of AwakeningLight.net and Red Dog Creations Art Studio. Today's ray of light is the question about, do you have, and are you, or perhaps a better question would be, are you familiar with your inner gyroscope, your gyro? What do I mean by that? How many of you, I'm assuming just about everyone on this planet, is familiar with these fidget spinners? And they're fun to play with, right? You can spin them around, you can twirl them, you can do all sorts of fun things. You've got all the little loops, you can do all that great stuff, right? I picked one up, and the first thing that I noticed about it is when you spin it, so get it spinning, but have you ever tried to turn it while it's spinning? When it does that, you'll feel resistance, and that is a gyroscopic effect. What do I mean by that is, when something is spinning, there's actually one of my favorite toys when I was growing up. My grandfather gave me something called a gyroscope, and when you set it spinning, once it's in position, it's very difficult to get it off of its, good morning sir, it's very difficult to disrupt it once the gyroscope is spinning, and it remains very stable, very steady. If you are a pilot, specifically a private pilot, you fly perhaps a little Cessna 150, 152, 172, just random airplanes that I perhaps may have flown. There on your instrument panel, your avionics, right, the things that help you fly, gyroscopic motion or gyros are used to create stability with some of your navigation and your flying instruments. So for instance, you have something called an attitude indicator that actually shows the horizon and your plane's orientation with respect to that horizon, how your wings are going. When the gyroscope inside of your instrument is spinning, it remains very steady, and as your plane moves, it follows the motion of your plane. When the gyro has shut down, what you'll see is your little attitude indicator will go pop, it falls on its side. So it's not spinning, it's not stable. And one of the things that you check before you take off, in fact, as soon as you get that your prop spinning, you turn the motor over, is to scan your gauge, your instrument panel, to make sure that everything is as it should be, and specifically your attitude indicator and other navigational devices that rely on this gyroscope, because if you don't have that, certainly if you're flying under visual flight rules, you're pretty much okay as long as you can see the horizon and it's daytime, right? We're not talking nighttime here. And certainly over land, it's a lot easier than if you're over water. But if you, for some reason, something happens, clouds form, or if you're doing instrument navigation, you are relying on those instruments for your life. And if you have anyone with you, for the lives of those who are with you. So it's very, very important that these gyros are working properly. In your life, what are you using for stability? It was so interesting when I looked at today's spread, and I looked at I have so many favorite cards in this deck, but I really love this very proud father of pentacles, right? His gorgeous rack of antlers, and that pentacle that is shown between his antlers. And so as I looked at him today, I thought, you know, there's something different about the way he's holding that pentacle. And so as I looked at this rack, and if all goes well with my video editing tools, you'll see today's spread, and what I'm going to talk about here is so much of what was being shown in the deck today was about cradling and holding, not gripping, but holding. So I'll digress again as I talk about gyros. There's something also called Chi. And that if you're familiar with Tai Chi or some of these other forms, in fact, you can even play with it. Maybe I need to do a video on this that actually goes in depth on how to feel your Chi. It's really a cool sensation. So maybe that's going to be an additional video here. But so many of these were involved with cradling something. And so as I looked at this pentacle, I thought, gosh, that's like this ball of energy, and then I thought, oh my God, it's this gyroscope. So the question that I have, the point to ponder today with today's ray of light is, what is your inner stability? What is the gyro that you are spinning up and maintaining energetically in your life to keep you on center, to keep you on course? One of the fun things you may have noticed is I'm hands-free today. No, I don't yet have my tripod. However, that's coming tomorrow, later in the day. But I found a beautiful place in Hart Park where I could actually set up my camera. And one of the things I'm going to be doing after I finish filming this is I am going to be going hiking. And not super far because I need to break myself back into things. But one of my gyros in my life is physical exercise. And I've certainly in the past loved very strenuous exercise, but certain things I kind of wore out and can't do that form of physical exercise anymore. So how do I elevate my heart rate? Well, there's some beautiful foothills over here, and I'm going to begin again today my new routine, and we'll see how if this continues to work, how it fits into my life, is getting up, doing my thing, pulling my cards, meditating on what today's ray of light is going to be, or each day's. Then come on over here, and again found a lovely place. We'll see where else I pop around in Hart Park. But then I thought, as long as I'm here, oh my gosh, right? Let's go hiking, let's go walking, let's go do something. Maybe I'll bring my bike here with me some morning and go biking from here, but use that as my inner gyroscope, because I know I do best when I am physical. So, what is your inner gyroscope? How are you going to be spinning your gyroscope? And think on that today. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I send you blessings, love, and light as you go about your day today.